Welcome to the 2023 SEUS-CP Conference, the Edge of Opportunity podcast from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. The Southeastern United States Canadian Provinces, or SEUS-CP Alliance, was established in 2007 to formally advance a common interest in enhancing economic ties between the two regions. The Alliance is a strategic trade and investment-focused partnership between 6 southeastern U.S. states and 6 Canadian provinces. This year's conference is focused on opportunities in the blue and green economies.
Well, Minister, it's always a pleasure to have you on Gale Force Winds as we lead up to the SEUS-CP conference. Over to you for your initial thoughts.
Well, we're just excited. I mean, to showcase our province to our partners and jurisdictions, not just in Canada, but throughout the United States, I think is more important now than it ever has been. We have so much to offer here, but I continue to say that we need people to hear, to see it, and seeing is believing when you're in Newfoundland and Labrador. So we're extremely stoked. A lot has gone into this, and we just can't wait to get going.
You know, it doesn't happen without a big team behind you organizing all this, right? Tell me about some of those folks.
Absolutely. So, again, the Department of IET, I consider them the best in government. Sorry, everybody else, but these folks, it's amazing what they do. And just on a day-to-day basis, like you look at the different files going through our department, they continue to knock it out of the park. And then you take a conference like this where we really are bringing it all together to showcase not just the work that we're doing in our department, but in other departments and the province itself. So there's a huge number of them. I'm so afraid I'm going to miss a name, so I'm not going to say them. But they know the rock stars that they are, and I continue to say that I get to talk about it, but they are the ones doing all the hard work, and the province, I think, is lucky to have them.
You know, Minister, many of our Atlantic Canadian counterparts would have been to the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, certainly Ontario and Quebec as well. But some of these folks from the southern part of the United States, this will be your first trip. What do you tell them about Newfoundland and Labrador? Because I know you're a proud Newfoundland and Labradorian.
Well, I just think, again, going back to seeing is believing, I'm sure they've heard about it. I'm sure they've read briefing notes and maybe done a little research. But when they get here, and just the first part is the pristine beauty of our province. But I think once they delve in and they get past the fact that we have some of the best food and music and tourism and beer, I mean, just experiences. But then you move into what is it that keeps us going? When you look at the technology opportunities, the energy files, the industry, the people, I think that they are going to walk away saying, this is not my last trip to Newfoundland and Labrador. Now, the other thing I will say, it might be a drawback to us sometimes. It's a bit of a wet and windy day out here today. I think some of the folks are going to enjoy the climate in Newfoundland and Labrador, especially if you're coming from down in the southeast part of the United States. I think they're going to enjoy that cool breeze that we have here. And again, I keep talking about the fact that right now the wind is something that we've put up with for years. We're about to monetize it. So like I say, there's always a silver lining. But again, these people are going to have an amazing trip, both work-wise and pleasure-wise. I think they're going to meet some folks. They're going to see some things. So again, I'm looking forward, like we all are, to putting off a show.
Minister, as always, a true pleasure to have you on Gale Force Winds, and I bet these folks are excited to come up to our wonderful province, and all of this doesn't happen without a steady and a strong hand on the tiller. Thanks very much for your leadership, and we look forward to seeing you in person.
Absolutely. Listen, thank you for the opportunity. You guys continue to do an amazing job of showcasing our province as well. So thanks for letting me come back on, and looking forward to seeing you. It's going to be a great time.
Thank you for tuning in to the 2023 SEUS-CP Conference, the Edge of Opportunity podcast from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. The 2024 conference is taking place in Biloxi, Mississippi, and we look forward to seeing you there.